Well, it's time for another revolver video here on the BATJAC J.W channel. No surprise, I guess, right? We're bringing out another beautiful revolver, and this one happens to be a Colt snubby, a Colt agent to be exact. Doesn't need any more introduction when you just say Colt. You know what? With everything happening now, with Colt being coming back to the market, having a resurgence in the double action revolver market, it just made me feel like, you know what, we should bring one out and talk about it, because we brought out a lot of Smith revolvers lately, but you know, there's something special about Colt. You know, you got the great awesome original grips of the rampant pony on both sides, and these ones here are in really good shape. You can actually see right here on the edge where the checkering is, it's actually in good shape. It's still there, it's not worn. And on the sides of the hammer, and this is classic for vintage Colt, where they don't blue them, they leave them just kind of bare. It's kind of common, depends I guess where you're at. In Hawaii, it does have a tendency to rust, so I'll put a little oil on there. I used to put a little oil. You can see some, but you know, it depends where you're at. You know, if you're buying them from the market, you might want to check those out, especially if they're ones like this, because sometimes nobody really pulled the hammer back to check it out to see if it was okay. And of course, here you got the lovely Colt release, the cylinder release latch here. And that's really iconic when you see that, and you pull these to the rear, and that pops the cylinder out, and you can see, awesome, beautiful 6 shots you get with this baby. And that's something sexy, because I really have a thing for 6-shot snubbies. Yes. What sets apart the Colt Agent, from what I understand, it's actually one of the more cost effective, if I could use that term, for these, rather than some of the other ones. It is an alloy frame. It's an aluminum alloy frame, so they're really lightweight. I do actually, believe it or not, I carry this gun sometimes time, and you can see I don't have very large hands, but look at that size. And in fact, let's just set it next to the Colt, or not, the Colt next to the Smith & Wesson K-frame. As sort of say the 357 Magnum Model 19. I know they say, well, BATJAC, that's not fair. That's a 357 Magnum. But it kind of shows you the frame sizes, where this one here on the Colt, it's more close to the Smith & Wesson J frame, maybe a tad larger. But other than that, it's its own, you know, Colt's got their own thing going on. But that's why you notice the alloy frames here, they're kind of, in a sense, painted. So you can see that bluing, or not bluing, paint that's really well done. And of course the barrel, the cylinder, the trigger, and the hammer and everything, it's all metal, steel. And so, but yeah, it's really cool. I shoot it from time to time, but yeah, it's kind of a stout revolver for sure. It does, you'll feel it right in here, because it is a lightweight frame. But I love it. This one happens to be my uncle's gun. He gave it to me, and that's going to be in my collection forever, because it's a family piece. So there it is, the Colt Agent.